Yeah, well, that still didn't work out the way I planned, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not quite good at the scheduling thing just yet. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't work well. Sorry, Lauren. I'm sorry I'm late. And I'm late. Very late. Let's see. Hi, Poppy. Shiny Danuna. You'll get there in the end, yeah? I finally made it. Sorry for being slow. I did not plan on making a whole new live stream. I was trying to do the one that was already up. That didn't work well, so I'm still trying to get used to it. So I apologize. I apologize. And one day I'll try to get a mic. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm looking for something. That's why I haven't said anything. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chinese Nuna. I appreciate that. See if I can find what I'm looking for here. I had did you see my comment on the... I think I did. Hold on. I think I did. I think I did. This time I'm reading all the comments from here because I'm looking for stuff. One day I'm going to figure out how to do screen share as well so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. That way we can have more interactive stuff. But I might do that when I get a desktop. An actual desktop. That's where I'm going to do my YouTubing from that point on. Get the desktop. Enhance the experience. Where is the bomb reaction? Let me see. Bomb right here. I think I saw it, but I'm just going to check and make sure that I saw it. Poppy, let's see. There's not a lot of comments on bomb, so I should be able to find it. No, I don't see your comment. I don't see your comment, Poppy. Did you see the clips of the boys' concerts? Not only did they cry their eyes out, but y'all said, no, I didn't see. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I did not see that. I got a lot to look at. I didn't know that. Well, I knew they did a concert because I found out about it, but I didn't know that that all that happened. No, I didn't see any clips of it, so maybe I need to look that up. Yeah, Poppy, I don't see your comment, Poppy. Hold on. Oh, well, no, never mind. I can't do that. I'm using my phone to actually do the live stream. Did I grab the... Okay, I did. Yeah, I didn't see the clips, Chinese Noon. I did not see the clips. What did you say in your request or in your comment, Shine? Because I don't. I mean, Poppy, because I don't see the. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I don't. I don't see the comment. I don't see the comment. Let me check. Okay. Hi, hi, Shima. I have to share some with you. Yes, please, because I did not know that all that took place. It's been a long time since I've seen a Shiny concert like recently where they've showcased Jonghyun's vocals like that. And Lauren, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You was here on the live stream that was supposed to be done yesterday, and I rescheduled it for today, and I was late today because I got up a little later than I intended to get up. But you made it. You made it. I made it. Welcome, Lauren. Oh my Lord, I am so behind. I'm so behind. I'm over here looking for a particular comment. Well, two comments. One from Poppy and one from a girl that, I'm pretty sure it's a girl, that commented underneath my Hyunsuk video. I mean, Hyunsuk video. You're all good. I was just excited. Yes. I don't know if, is this your first live stream? I think this might be your first time being live stream. I said that there was a dance performance video, which is where we can. Okay. I didn't see. Hold on. I'm still on Balm. Let me see. Because I didn't see that actually, I think what happened was, Poppy, I don't actually, I don't know what happened to your comment. I didn't delete it or anything, but it hasn't, let me see. Yeah, even like I don't even see your avatar. or your profile picture. I don't see your profile. It does not come up. Yeah, it doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. Yeah, I don't see it. Apparently, I think either sometimes because I have the YouTube studio app on my phone, and some comments that were once there, when I click to look at it, it's gone, and I'm thinking the person might have deleted it either on purpose or by accident. Which is why I don't see a lot of the comments that I've seen. And then some comments, if they're not there anymore, it's because I'm personally like kicked it off. But it's usually comments that are bad, not comments that are like yours. So I didn't do anything to your comment. I think something just happened. And I can't find the comment. So yeah, definitely re-comment, and I'll just refresh the page and look at it. I hope everybody's doing well today. I look a lot less tired right now, which is amazing, because I actually feel a lot more tired than I am, or that I look. I've been exercising a lot lately, so I'm glad about that. I still can't do proper push-ups because of this, but it's all good. We'll get back to it. Let's see. While you're doing that, Poppy, let me go to let me get away from this. Oh wow. Yeah. And thank you guys for showing up to the live. I appreciate it. Last live stream I did, it was like there was no one here. No one. I was all alone. I think Poppy had showed up, and then we'll get there. I think Poppy showed up, and then she disappeared from that live, and I was like, no. There we go. All right. Let me see if I can find. I have commented. Okay, let me refresh the page and see the comment. Well, all right, let's find the comment. And it was the bomb video, right? Make sure I'm on the bomb video. Let me. Okay, I sent you some of the clips. Okay, thank you so much, Shinies Nuna. I appreciate that. I'm gonna take a look at them. Oh, and I did see your picture of the model kits as well. You making sure it was the bomb. Okay, it was the bomb video. Let me refresh it again, because I didn't see it again. So let me refresh it again. Sometimes it takes time. Okay. And it probably won't be the top comment. It'll probably be bottom comment. Please react to Treasure Guide by Tiff. That's not Puppy. Thank you. Thank you for this reaction. I don't see it. No, why don't I see it? I don't see it. Let me refresh it one more time. This is tragic. I don't see it. It's not showing up. 76 likes. Wow, I appreciate that, guys. I just checked. I did not realize. I've refreshed this thing 3 times and I didn't realize how many likes this video got. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the treasure reactions. I don't see the comment. Why? Why? Is my channel automatically banning your comments from being seen by me? Why? I don't see the comment. I've seen your comments before, I'm pretty sure, on my reactions or whatever, but I don't see this one. I don't know why. I don't know. What is your age? Well, I'm not trying to ask what your age is again. I know what your age is. But did you, like, because maybe it's blocking your comment because in the description of my videos and my live streams, it says that it's not made for kids, even though you're not necessarily a kid. You know what I mean? But maybe that's why I'm not seeing it. But I don't know why that would prevent you from... Maybe because I sent a link. Yeah, but I've never known it to block people for sending links. I've never known it to block people. People have sent me links before. I wonder if it's an age thing. Because my videos specifically say not for kids. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know, Poppy. That's strange. I've seen people send me links on comments all the time. That's strange. I mean, and if it's a link, it's better for me. I don't have to, like, search for the video. I can just click the link and find it right there. That's kind of dumb. Won't let me see the actual comment. That's dumb. Maybe it isn't showing up for me either. The comment, I went and checked. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. I don't understand. And it is the bomb performance MV that you commented on. So I can't see it. That's strange. Yeah, I don't see it. I refreshed it like 3 or 4 times. Okay. You did it again? Okay, well, I'm going to refresh it again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so strange. Because I want to see the comment. Alright, refresh. I don't know why this is happening. I want to see the comment. It's not a bad comment, guys. Just let me see the comment. Let me see the comment. And still, I don't see the comment. That's so strange. I refreshed it twice. And I don't see the comment. Anybody else see the comment? funny, while I'm refreshing, I'm starting to see another fellow black content creator, Treasure Rhythm. Treasure Rhythm. Yes. Bang, bang, bang. Live. That's cool. Still not there for me either. YouTube at its best. Also, make sure your YouTube phone app is up to date. It should be. Usually I don't. Usually I get a like a notification or saying that I need to update the app, and it'll just automatically take me to the app store. This is the link. Okay, yeah. Put it in the chat. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up, Poppy. It's kind of dumb. There's 20 comments beneath the vid. One question. Yeah, there's 20 comments and one question saying please react to Treasure the guide, and I remember that one. I don't know if I'm going to react to the guide this coming week or not. We'll see. I might. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be my first time reacting to a guide at all for a K-pop group on my channel, which I am not opposed to whatsoever. I think that'd be great. Be great. I should do that more often. Where's Mama Moonlight? Mama Moonlight is at work. She is at work. Although one day I hope to do a live stream, series of live streams with Mama Moonlight. I've told her about it, and she said she would love to do it. She just has to be off and have the time. But other than that, that would be great. I would love to do live streams with Mama Moonlight. And you guys get to talk to her in person. And actually, I might... Oh, God, no. You know what? Maybe I won't say that. I won't say that. Then again, maybe I will. I'll probably schedule a live stream and put, like, Mama Moonlight will be, you know, in the live stream. That would be fun. It would be. It would be amazing to have Mama M. Do the Shiny's guide then. Oh, I hope she's not working too hard. Her job is like... It's bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's just bad that they don't have a lot of people in her department. So they always count on her because she's like the... She got to the Wegmans that they made in near Towson or whatever. It's near Towson, not in Towson, but it's near Towson. That's the first... Well, not the first Wegmans that I know of that they built here, but when that Wegmans first opened, she was one of the first employees. I have to grab a snack. I'll be back. Right back. Yep. Go right ahead, Lauren. I will see you in a little bit. Get you a snack. I don't know how long we'll be here, but we haven't really touched on any topics yet. So I have a topic, but I don't know if I'm going to talk about it. And since you guys are here, I'll share with you a little bit of the woke video that I have, like the intro. I think that would be nice. I'll let you guys hear it. It's lacking music in some places because I haven't fully done it yet, and I'm still working on the rest of the getting the script down. Oh, what does she do, Moonlight? She works at Wegmans. Yeah, she is a. She's in. I think she's in Delhi. She switched, like, I don't know, 3 times, 2 times. She's in Delhi. She was. I think she was in seafood first. Insufficient memory. Okay. Uh, what time is it there? Here it's 1:06 p.m. Yep, it's 1:06 p.m. here. I don't like. My mom has the temperament of a Jedi Master because the amount of patience required to deal with people 24/7. Because that's all the deli is. It's you kind of constantly having to slice meat for people, and there's people that come in with attitudes, and then there's people that come in and they're cool. She's seen some of the news people. She's seen football players come in. That's the one good thing, that there's Baltimore football players that come in from time to time. So I guess that must be the only Wegmans we have here. Because, like, all the Baltimore football players be coming in there. Poppy, did you hold on? Let me make sure. Did you send the link, or did you send it to the live stream, or did you send it to I don't know, where'd you send it to, so I could know where to check. I noticed that I sit improperly. I sit like this. I need to sit more properly. I look very uncomfortable. I used to do cafe work, so I can understand. Yes, yes. And for 6 years, actually no, for okay, yeah, for 6 years I worked at a restaurant, and though that was my first job in high school. I worked at a restaurant, and it was Applebee's, and I worked for, I think, 4 years as a busboy. And then 2 years I worked as a host. And the host job was a lot better than the busboy job. I think the busboy job was a little more pointless. Host job was better. But the host job at first was a bit much because you got to deal with a lot of people. They're, especially like when parties come in, and there's like a party of 20 here, a party of 40 there, a party of 30 there, and they're all coming in at once, and then you already have a party of like 50 in the hangar, and then all these parties are fussing about who came in first because they know that like, well, we're next, we're gonna sit in the hangar next. So you have to like take the last name of the party that came in first, take it down, write it down, and make sure it's in order so you can sit the person in order. And people used to fuss and fight about it. That was the moment I gained some knowledge of how to communicate with people, right? Because people would fuss, and then there would be these couples that come in and get mad at me because their seat, they wanted to sit in a booth, and there were no booths available. So they get mad at me because there's no booths available, or the booth that I said is available, they don't want to sit in because I don't want to sit over there. It's dark over there, and I'm like, bruh, it's nighttime. It's dark everywhere. It's dark. I don't want to sit I don't want to sit where the bar is. Yeah, well, that's the only booths that's available is the ones near the bar. Yeah, but I don't want to sit over. Okay, well then, I guess you're gonna have to wait. It was a nightmare. It was the only restaurant in Ozark. The only restaurant in Ozark. That's how small Ozark is. Y'all know Pop-Up Girls, the city of Townsville? It's a city, but it's called Townsville because it's as big as a town. That's literally Ozark. One restaurant. One Walmart. They got rid of Kmart, so there's no Kmart. It was terrible. First come, first served. I told you yes. That's what it was. First come, first served. And then, not only that, but I had, as the host, I had the command of the floor chart. And they would always tell me, Avery, make sure you go by rotation. Maybe make sure you go by rotation. So the first area of booths and tables gets sat first, because one host would have a whole section, another host would have another section, another host would have another section. So I had to go by rotation in that order. And people would get mad at me. Hosts would get mad at me. Why'd you sit them there? You're supposed to be going by rotation. Yeah, I tried to sit them there. They didn't want to sit there. What am I supposed to do? Tell them no. Yeah, because I got to go by rotation. So you have to sit there. No, I can't make them do that. They'll probably get up and leave if I did that. And then a bartender one time cursed at me because I didn't sit them. It wasn't because I was trying not to sit them, because they thought I was trying my best not to sit them. You do realize that your tip share, a lot of your tip share comes from the bartender. And I said, well, first of all, ma'am, I don't know where you got that from, but no, that's not a rule anymore. We don't get the tip share anymore from the bartender. We get it from everywhere else. We don't get it from the bartender. Yes, hostessing is being a host and being a hostess. I was a hostess that I worked with. Oh, ooh, I couldn't stand her. If you constantly keep like missing work and calling out and trying to get somebody to take your shift, you don't need the job. She would do that all the time. And then when she did work, she would try to do the very least. Then we had a new hostess that just got hired, and this chick is telling her, "Don't I'm gonna train her. I'm gonna train her." I said, "Okay, cool." She said, "Yeah, we're gonna wipe tables all day," and I said, "You gonna do what now?" No, you're not. If I'm not at this counter, at this podium, and I'm doing something because somebody called me to do something, you best believe your tail gonna be right here, sitting people. You're not doing tables alone. Oh no, absolutely not. I had seniority anyway because I was there for a long time. At that point, I was there for at least 5 years, and I was a host for a year longer than she was. So I already knew how to do this. I'm like, no, you're not gonna tell nobody what to do. No, we all are hosts. We all doing the host job. We can switch and rotate around, but we're not going to do this whole, oh, I'm going to do this all day. You know how many hours we spent in the restaurant? And then sometimes I had to work a double shift because it's a holiday. Veterans Day, that sort of thing. Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's always crowded because, like I said, it's the only restaurant in Ozark. The mayor would come. The principals of the schools would come. Everybody would come. All these superintendents, the police would come. Everybody came. It was literally just the only restaurant in Ozark. Imagine. And the Applebee's that I worked at was not that big. It was not that big. So you're trying to stuff all these people into a restaurant. No. Then I got into some trouble, or Applebee's got into some trouble because there was a Halloween that happened, right? And I was a busboy. We called it barback, but it's busboy, barback, same thing. I was a busboy at the time, and Applebee's did this thing on Halloween where you could come in a costume or whatever, blah blah blah. I did not. I did not. Because I didn't care. I'm working. I'm not trying to entertain anyone. And there was this. It was crowded, right? It's crowded. They're playing Halloween music. We got a jukebox. All this other stuff's going on, and Applebee's did this thing that on Halloween they would decorate Applebee's, and then they would have the smoke machine, like just filling the whole place with smoke. The bad part about that is, number one, you can barely see. Okay, that's probably no. Number one is not that you can barely see. Number one is that you can taste that smoke smell because you know they put stuff in there, and like it's getting in your food and it's all that stuff. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you put that in there? Number two, you couldn't see, which is what happened to me. So I accidentally tripped, and a bunch of plates fell onto another group's table, and thankfully it didn't hit anyone. But then, like 3 years later, or I don't know, I think yeah, 3 years later. 3 years later, this person that claimed I hit her with a plate, and I had to have a lawyer come to Applebee's, and we had to recreate the events of what happened so that we could get like evidence to, you know, against what she's saying. So I ended up in a deposition. Had to do a deposition for God knows how many hours. I'm coming in there looking all spiffed and all everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm in my like maybe early 20s, maybe 21. And she comes in, white lady, older lady. She had literally rings on every finger. Because I'm there because she's suing Applebee's, right? This woman has rings on every finger. She has no debt whatsoever. She is financially better than stable, right? She has everything she needs. She didn't even realize that the person that, you know, tripped and had stuff fall onto their table, she did not realize. She thought that I was a white guy. She thought it was a white guy that did that. So when she saw me walk in the room, she was surprised that I was black. She thought I was white. I was supposed to be white. So apparently she didn't see anything because of the smoke. Mind you, this is an older lady, so her memory might be bad as well. And it's 3 years after the fact. You decide 3 years after to sue? Yeah, dumb. But anyway, Applebee's and her settled. And that's how that ended. But the deposition was very interesting. And then I got to realize how crappy lawyers' attitudes are. Not my lawyer, but the opposite lawyer. It's weird, though, that like I was at a deposition. It's strange. I had one that drew on the seat chart in crayon. Why? Why draw in crayon? I hope that the seat chart was laminated. We had to wipe the seating charts off. But we used marker for that. We didn't use crayon. That's crazy. Why would somebody draw it in crayon? Jesus. Control yourself. It was I never want to work at a restaurant again. That's all I'm going to say about that. No, it was paper. Oh no. Yeah, we had laminated one. It was laminated, so we could draw on it in marker and everything. She did it every day. What a waste of paper. It's a waste of paper. Every day. Imagine having to print out the floor chart every day. Or every other day because somebody drew on it in crayon. Yes, it's better to get laminated. That was not a good experience. Oh my God. And being a busboy was not a good experience either because, like, I'm standing there waiting to do something. And I was very calm and chill. Like, barely anybody messed with me. She was a child, I swear. Yeah, it sounds like something children would do. She also stole my nail polish? No. Ooh, that reminds me. I had a friend. We went to church, that's all. We were church acquaintances. And he wanted a job. So I got him a job. Now, before I continue with the story, if you are squeamish, you might not want to listen to this part because he did some nasty stuff in that restaurant. Chojimi. Hey, Chojimi, what's going on? I'm doing well. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm still working on the woke video, by the way. So, yeah, that's taking a while because I'm trying to make sure it's just right and perfect. But it's coming. It's coming. By the way, everyone, if you don't know who Chojimi is, I have to take this moment to shout out my fellow K-tuber, Chojimi. Amazing K-tuber. Amazing K-tuber, so I'm excited to see it. Will it be a longer video? I was trying not to make it long. It is long, but I'm gonna try to condense it after I've recorded everything. Cause I don't, it's not gonna be like an hour or so, but I have a feeling it's still gonna be like 30 minutes or so, maybe longer, like maybe in the 40s. I'm trying to get it narrowed down because there's some information in there that probably doesn't really need to be there. So I gotta do my editing and all that. And then after that, we'll see. I don't want it to be long though. I was trying to shorten it as much as possible. But it's kind of, I find it that it's very difficult to explain like what woke is. And well, that's number one. Number two, the other reason is that, oh, I'm going to spill it, Lauren. I am. The other reason is that in order to like address how wokeness is kind of affecting K-pop, I have to first start with my country and why it's a problem here. So it's going to be a longer video because I'm trying to tie all this in to the K-pop aspect of it and why it's affecting what we love from another country that has nothing to do with it. It was going to be longer, Chojimi. Trust me, it was going to be longer. I was going to go into why it's affecting Japanese media. And I said, wait, no, this should be another video. It should be a whole nother video. Yeah. I have examples. I don't know if I'm going to keep all the examples or not. There's an example about Adele, Amber Lou from FX. There's another example. There's quite a number of examples. That's still something I struggle with. Yeah, that's still. Let me read it from here. I cannot see this stuff. That's something I struggle with, deciding on how much expand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like there's no other way to explain this than to do it long form, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into like the whole woke movement, how it started, its origins, how it's changed from then, back from the 1950s and 60s, to how it's changed today. It's evolved. Well, I would call it a regression, not a progression of anything. It's regressed from then to now, and it means something totally different. And then how it's affecting Korea. So it's like three parts, and it's very long. And I have a lot of links to different people's content as to where I got a lot of my information from, and stuff that I found while I was doing the research. I have links to that stuff that I'm going to put in the description so people can check it out. Douglas Murray, I found out about him while I was researching. Definitely look up Douglas Murray and him talking about the whole woke thing, because he breaks it down. And I kind of took a few liners from him, and it actually does help with the idea of what is subjective, what is objective, how we perceive objective truth through a subjective lens. But I think I might have accidentally said subjectivity through an object. Well, I mean, it's the same difference. Subjectivity through an objective lens. We perceive everything as, if I'm going through it this way and I'm this particular ethnicity or whatever, everybody else is going through it the same way, which is not true. You know, if I'm a straight guy, my experience is not going to be the same as every other straight guy's experience. If I'm gay, my experience is not going to be the same as every gay guy. And I think that's the problem that we have, is that a lot of people generalize and we don't see the nuances. We don't see the nuances, so we all generalize and say, not we all, but, you know, people generalize. This group's doing this group's doing that. And how telling people that they have no right to wear certain hairstyles and stuff is no better than the Jim Crow laws. It's basically Jim Crow in reverse. Black people, you do your things, white people do your things, and no crossover and all that other stuff. So I'm kind of getting into that, and how black people are using their liberty and freedom to oppress other people and tell them, you can't wear it because we were oppressed and we da da da. Because that's the excuse for everything. We were oppressed, so you can't wear it. Oh, respect our past oppression. We're wearing invisible chains. We're wearing invisible chains. That they were physical back then. Now they're invisible because we want to keep it in our heads that we're still oppressed people. And wokeness originated from black people in the first place. We created that. The whole get woke, be woke, stay woke. We created all that. Black people. So that's where the woke mess came from. It's mess now. It wasn't mess back then. It was a message back then. Now it's mess. So I want to unpack all that, and there's no way I'm going to be able to do it in short form content wise. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So I read it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again before I recorded it. And I think it's okay. I think it's good now. I need to work out the kinks. But I've been recording it. It's almost done. So I'm getting ready to release it, and I'm happy to share that with you guys. I agree that K-pop fans, on average, aren't willing to give nuance to the things they care about. I guess that's because people treat it as some kind of yes. Exactly. That's kind of what's going on. They're not willing to see the nuance at all. It has to be one thing. It has to be racism, sexism, misogyny. It has to be an ismophobia. It has to be. Never mind the context involved. Never mind that, you know, never mind that Adele lost weight so that she could be more healthy, live a longer life, not, avoid the traps of obesity. Never mind that. She's thin now, so now she's fat phobic and she's doing. Never mind that, all the, like, there's so many different, and then of course the K-pop aspect. Never mind that TO1's Chan wore a do-rag and said that the reason why was because he had a respect for hip hop culture. Never mind that. Never mind that. That's an excuse to wear the do-rag. He's racist and cultural appropriating. Never mind that. Right? Never mind that Key and Taemin are friends with Minho. Been friends for years, more than 15 years. And that if Minho drew a line and said, "Please don't joke about this," they would respect his wishes to not cross that line, because friends know how to keep their boundaries. So you're actually questioning their friendship by saying that they are being colorist by making the statements they made. You have to ignore everything else in order to come to the conclusion that it's sexism, it's misogyny, it's colorism, everything can't be that. It's impossible. You know. But that's kind of what wokeism now. It's calling out something that was never that's not what it is. It's calling out something regardless of the facts presented, the evidence gathered and shown. It's because you want to show this righteous be I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's not what it used to be. Back in the day before our time, it meant something. We're not supposed to be judging people by the color of our skin, by the hair that we're wearing, by the clothes that we're wearing, but by the content of a person's character and their contribution to society. We don't judge people that way. That's what Martin Luther King stood for. We've regressed, and now we're judging people based on what he said not to judge people on. And we've called that social justice. And all it is just being woke. It's complex to explain it, but I've done my best, and I'm going to put it out. I hope that it does what it needs to do, and I hope that more people will understand why it's a problem. Oh, by the way, Chojumi, I did want to tell you, I don't think you're too sensitive at all. I think you're just the right kind of sensitive. I've spoke to people that are too sensitive about a certain subject. They don't make, like, because you said that, if you're too sensitive, or, well, I don't want to misrepresent your words. I think you were saying that, like, if you're too sensitive, or if you're, I guess that's how it was. If you're too sensitive, then you can make room for balance. Then there's room for balance. But, like, my experience with people that are too sensitive has been totally different. They don't make room for balance. They are right. And if you present an argument that is against what they present, they're not going to receive it no matter what, because they are convinced that they have the truth, that they're on the right side of history, and that everybody else is on the wrong side. And the only way they'll accept your argument is if in that argument something in there benefits their narrative. It has to. So you're not, And they don't listen to reason, and they don't think critically, which that doesn't describe you at all. Your content, how you give grace to like a lot of things, and you can see the perspectives of people that are for or against your arguments. No, you're not too sensitive. I think you're just the right sensitive. A sensitivity that is not bereft of rationale, that's you. That's you. So that's why I appreciate your content so much, because you actually are logical. I agree that being overly sensitive is just as dangerous as thinking they're all. Yeah. 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 Because like I said, there's a lot of people that are overly sensitive, and to the point where they dismiss all reason. The only reason that because they're operating off of emotion. Every reason and everything that they talk about is based and centered around emotion. If I scream loud, it'll have more weight or gravitas to my words. But if I speak calmly, it's seen as condescending, insulting, uncaring. Sometimes these people think that if you say it loudly, it'll make a difference. It'll be something more transformative or whatever, revolutionary. But it's not. It's just emotion. So, which is why I've actually been trying to like not yell so much in my videos. Sometimes I'll be fussing. I be getting in my feelings. I don't always use rationale sometimes. When I'm ranting, there's rationale in it, but the delivery of it is like, this is da 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 da. Then I have to calm down and be like, all right, let me get back to explaining. So I'm trying to do that a little bit better this year. Last year, some of it was a bit like, but it is what it is. I like to think of myself as more rational than emotional. I only get like that if people like, if I explain something and then someone makes a comment. Literally, somebody actually did that on my Hyunsuk video that I did not too long ago. I literally explained without yelling at all, and they put in all caps. You see if I can paraphrase. Box braids are African and African American only, because of yada yada yada. Embrace your race and move on. I was like, okay, well, all right. You apparently didn't listen to anything I said. I never said that I was against my own race. I love my race. And I'm not taught, but of course, they don't understand what I mean by race. When I mean race, I don't mean ethnicity and nationality. I mean the human race. There's only one race of human. Human race, that's it. Nationality, ethnicity, that's a totally different thing. That's what separates certain humans from each other. But we tend to use the term race, nationality, ethnicity synonymous with each other. Oh, by the way, before, like, I do want to, I am gonna give you some love in the chat and share, if you don't mind, before you leave, Chojimi. I want to, for those who haven't subscribed to Chojimi's channel, I do want to like put like a link. in the chat so that people can have a chance to subscribe. You're not gonna regret it, guys. He's amazing. He's amazing content creator. Amazing content creator. And he always makes good points. I explained in I think the previous live stream that the way that you speak is very convincing. If I had an argument against you, it'd be very difficult because of how empathetic you are in your delivery. No problem, Choj. No problem. I'm more than happy to. I'm all about helping, you know, the K-tubing community as well. And your video, in response to Teju's video, or was it Teju's video in response to yours? I can't remember which one it was, but it really did open my eyes to the fact that yes, we should help each other. We should help each other. And yes, I totally disagree with Everglow saying that, you know, we shouldn't, like, we got to find our own way. We do have to find our own way. Don't get me wrong, we do. But no one knows how to actually navigate the ins and outs of the algorithm. The algorithm is unknowable. It really is unknowable. YouTube's algorithm is unknowable. Last time you mentioned. Thank you, Chinese Nuna. But for anybody else who hasn't, definitely, I hope that you guys will subscribe to his channel. You won't be disappointed. He has amazing content. And he also has introduced me to a couple other people. One of which is Ho Shining. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I've been looking at her content as well. And I really enjoy it. And some others as well. Kaiji. Kaiji, I think it's Kaiji. I've been looking at some people's content, and I've really been enjoying it. It's a breath of fresh air because the bigger K-tubers, especially like in Everglow Up's sphere and Vixo and I would argue Planet Minjay, of course Teju and them. It's, you know, it's Everglow Up especially. I really loved her content at first when she was talking about I think it was AOA and the one of the members of AOA that had a mental health issues or whatever, you know, and then the when she was defending Woojin from Stray Kids, all that stuff, I appreciated that because it opened my eyes. Like, wow, look at this. Like, somebody's actually standing up for these people, like, that are getting canceled. This is amazing. Then it went from that to something totally different, and now I'm just kind of like, oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? I don't even watch her content as much as I used to, and it's a shame because I really looked forward to her content all the time. And so finding you, Chojimi, has been a breath of fresh air because you are logically, morally, and it's not that you're trying to be, you just are. You're just very logically and morally sound. And you understand both sides of an argument, and yet your argument is still... You have a way of convincing me of things that even I had an opposite opinion on. I'll put it that way. But you do it with such tact and grace and poise that it's hard to deny that it's actually true or how I feel about something deep down, even if I want to not admit it. Very persuasive and very kind. And I appreciate that. That's something we don't have in K-Tube often. So I was glad that I found your content. Hoshining is great. I need to make another favorite K-Tubers list. Yes. Yes. Anyone else that you find, definitely like make another list. That's actually a good idea. It's actually good content too. I probably might do that myself. For people that don't know you, from people from the Moonlight community that don't know you or anybody else that I follow, I think I probably might make a video like that too. Because there are some good K-tubers out there. There really are. Let me see. Some people said some stuff. Let's see. Chinese Nuna said you should use the most important. mm, yeah, I suppose. I suppose. I suppose I should. Lauren said you have such a fresh perspective on this. I can't wait to see your video. Thank you. I think it's time, and I'm glad that Chojimi provided that video with the question like what is woke, because no one, I don't know if any YouTubers have asked this question or K-tubers have asked this question, but it's a good question, and it's one that really should be answered. It's very difficult to answer the question. I think that's why a lot of people avoid it. But I think if you really take the time to like understand the origins of it, and then see where it's come, like how it's come to this point in time in history, you'll come to the right conclusion about what wokeism was as opposed to what it is. And especially for the Black community, you should make one. I think it's a great way to lift up another. Yes. Community who, yes, I think I will. I think I will. I think I will. I think I will. Because I do want to help the KTube community. This, honestly, you, Hoshining, Kaiji, several other Kaiji's, I guess Kaiji is sort of a K-tubing thing. I think they make a lot of videos that I don't think I've heard their voice yet. But a lot of these K-tubing, these newer K-tube channels, especially like the ones that you introduced on your channel, this is what I would consider to be the new generation. Yeah, I think people avoid what is woke over how incredibly complex the history of it is. It can be uncomfortable and not a conversation that people want to have. Yeah, I agree. I think woke is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. And sometimes the people that understand what is woke don't understand why what they think is woke, if that makes sense. So it's hard to explain the why if you don't know the what. I can tell you why it's woke, but I can't tell you what is woke, as opposed to, because people don't know the difference, or can't tell the difference between what was woke back in the mid 1900s and what's woke today. Two totally different things. One was based on objectivity, one's based on subjectivity. And it's viewing subjectivity as the truth. Honestly, wokeism is kind of where we got the whole concept of his truth, her truth, my truth, your truth, our truth, their truth, But I've always been like a the truth kind of person. Somebody is either telling their truth, which is doctored in a way to fit a narrative that fits their story, that fits their whatever, right? Their points, their everything. I think the truth, which is unbiased, unprejudiced, inerred, That's what people should be looking for. My truth doesn't, and yes, I also understand that my truth isn't always like a biased, I guess not entirely biased, because it is true for you that you've received racial discrimination in the past or whatever. But viewing your personal experience through an objective lens and saying that everybody like me is suffering in the same way is absolutely untrue, and it's unrealistic. And that is what woke has become. Also, to the point where if someone says something against what you say, you beat them down and tell them that they should feel the same oppression that you feel, and that they are ignoring it or denying it. Because it's almost like we are marked for oppression since birth. That's how a lot of, well, not a lot, I don't want to generalize. That's how a number of black Americans, black K-pop stans view themselves. I was born black, therefore I am marked for oppression. Oppression is in the very fiber of my being. Oppression is etched in the very skin color on me, which is not true. Not in this day and age. So it is an oppression mindset. It's based in oppression mindset. Just like somebody was telling me a while ago, why do you talk about how, other races shouldn't wear cornrows, and other races should wear cornrows if they want to, or wear cornrows or whatever. They can wear whatever they want. Don't you know where cornrows came from? I said, yes, I do. Came from slaves during the transcontinental slave trade, when they wore cornrows to hide rice and nuts and things like that so they wouldn't starve. That's why they did that. It was also different patterns of cornrows that they had, and those patterns, they used those patterns to communicate with other slaves to find routes to to freedom, basically. So I know the origins, but the question is, do you wear cornrows to hide rice and all that other stuff? No, pretty sure you don't. So the purpose of that has changed. It is not for slavery purposes anymore. So we can't put that on other people and other races, things like that. Which is my whole point. I think we can't police people just because we're black and other people are white or Hispanic or I don't know, or Asian, or I don't care. It doesn't matter. We shouldn't judge people based on that stuff. We should judge people based on who they are. Your hairstyle does not tell me much about you except that you like the hairstyle. I have to know your character in order to understand why you're wearing the hairstyle. I can't just assume it based on you wearing the hairstyle alone, because that's judging based on stuff. That's kind of what wokeism has become now, judging people based on this. Is cultural appropriation because we were oppressed? No. There's much more to this. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to think a little deeper than that. You have to. So it's been a struggle to put this thing together, but I've been learning how to explain wokeness, how to explain modern wokeness through an objective lens, finding different examples in K-pop in the US, bridging the gaps. That's what this video is about. So I'm really excited. I used to be nervous making videos like this because I know backlash would probably come to me. And to your point, Chojimi, yes, definitely people are afraid to talk about what is woke and explain it. But I think the more we distance ourselves and say, oh no, we can't talk about that, I think the harder it's going to be to actually come to terms with reality and objectivity. And so I think clarity needs to come to the K-pop community. And I don't know how I started doing this stuff, but I guess this is my role. I guess this is my role because I'm very fascinated as to why black people feel the way they feel about stuff. I am. And I don't want to put my biases and opinions into stuff. Of course, I have opinions about this stuff, obviously. But I want my opinions to be based on what is the underlining truth behind this, and this, right? X, Y, and Z. Not what I think, what I believe, and all this other stuff. There's so many things that I don't believe in. I don't believe in systemic racism. I believe systemic racism came when we were enslaved, blacks were enslaved, and then Jim Crow and all that. Jim Crow laws are abolished, they're gone, right? We're not drinking from separate fountains, we're not going to separate bathrooms. Black people aren't coming through the back end of restaurants because of the color of their skin. We're not segregated anymore. So that's systemic racism. We didn't have the right to vote. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things that have changed now. So we keep constantly using the excuse of we're oppressed. Aren't we really? Or is the oppression self-inflicted? Are we oppressing ourselves in our minds? So I'm that's the whole point of the video, is all of this stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a long video. It's going to be a long video. But points that don't quite hit for me, I'm going to try to take out as best as possible. And points that do, I'll keep in. Because I think it's very important that we know the differences between what is a self-made problem and what is an actual problem. And how we can apply this to K-pop and all this other stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's why a lot of people you only see like 3 reaction videos in a week. Which this week I have not worked on the woke video yet. I have not worked on it this week. Today, like this past week, I worked on it I think last week and the week before. Because it's a lot to do. I'm still not even done recording the rest of my script. But I will. I actually got... Where's my iPad? Hold on. My iPad. I did. I finally got finished recording all... Let me see, where is it? Trust me. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. For those who missed it, I'm sorry for taking this issue, and I'm excited to see the video. I have to go for now. Yes, thank you, Chojimi. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And for those who have not subscribed to Chojimi's channel, please check his channel out. He has really incredible content, and he's a really cool dude. He really is. So... definitely, if you haven't, and this is for everybody because this video is going to be up, this live stream is going to be up. For those who don't know, yeah, check out Chojimi's channel, okay? And subscribe, all right? Like, comment, subscribe, show your love. Give my friend Chojimi the Moonlight hospitality, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. Support our folks out there in K-Tube land. Thank you for coming, Choj. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of the day as well. If it's worth doing, then it's worth doing, right? Yes, exactly, Chinese Nuna. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing. And it is. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. There's so many people that I listen to. Amalak, Bonobi, amazing. amazing. I start off the video with Amalak Banobi's quote, that what she says, and she's absolutely amazing, brilliant, a brilliant young woman, so many people that understand, but have not explained it, at least in the context of our specific niche, which is K-pop, K-tubing, things like that. And I think it's important that people know. It's important that people know. And it's definitely worth doing. So I'm looking forward to that. But it is a long it is a long it's very long. It's very long. Very long. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid the ring light situation going on, but it's kind of unavoidable. It's very long, very long, very long. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's long. It's a lot of stuff. But, and that's not even all of it. I have the rest on my phone that I have to work on as well. But I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna work on it a little more, get it done, add some visual stuff to it. I've had it a little bit here and there, but I need to focus on really finishing the script. Finish recording the script, and then I can work on everything else. It is probably going to be one of the biggest K-tubing videos I've done. But I hope that ultimately it does what I wanted to do, which is be transformative, informative, and maybe help people to see what wokeness is, right? That's what I want. That's what I want. And that's what I believe this video is going to do. My ultimate woke video. And again, I do appreciate Chojimi for bringing that question up, because it is a question we don't really hear a lot of people ask. I've even kind of rebutted some of Chojimi's points as well, that he made in the video, talking about that specific thing. And some of the stuff that I did talk about on this live stream is in the video, including me saying that Chojimi's not too sensitive. He's not. He's not too sensitive. He's just the right kind of sensitive. And I think that everybody who is as sensitive as Chojimi is, sensitive enough to be understanding to the problems that are going on in the world, but rational enough to actually explain and operate within a realm of reason, that's what we need. That's what we need. We need that, right? Instead of black people using their blackness as some kind of race card to use as a gotcha moment in an argument, because they have nothing else to stand on. You know, me being black is not all I am. There's more to me than that. There's more to me than the color of my skin. And oppression is not the defining nature of a black person's life in the United States, at least. You know, it's not. I sit here before you all as a free black man, not shackled by invisible chains, phantom chains. I call it phantom chains. You know how when you lose a limb, or a person loses a limb in a war, and they have dreams that they have their limb back, or they feel like their limb is back when they're awake, but then they look and they realize it's not there. So it's like phantom pains, phantom limbs, things like that. Phantom chains. The only difference between that, the phantom limbs and phantom chains, is that person had a lived experience where that limb that they lost was once theirs. Whereas the chains that we put on ourselves that are invisible, that are phantom, they're not even our experience. It's the experience of our ancestors. We didn't experience that. Our ancestors did. Why are we wearing their chains? It's a choice. It's a choice to wear those chains. It's like black people are programmed to believe that they're oppressed since birth. That's why in my video I call it us being marked for oppression. Since birth. It's weird. It's weird. It's one of the reasons why I don't respect Louis Farrakhan. Oh, people are definitely not gonna like me for saying that. People are, especially black people, are not gonna like me for saying that. I don't respect Louis Farrakhan because he has such a racist mindset towards white people. White people need to be held accountable for what they did to our ancestors and what they're doing to us. Then he said something like, "We need to go back to Africa." Bruh, first of all, Louis Farrakhan is too light-skinned to go back to Africa. They might do something to him if he go back to Africa. And the term "go back" means that we came from Africa. I was born as a citizen of the United States. I'm not from Africa. I'm not. I don't speak African. My native language is English. I'm not from there. Past and present it just doesn't mesh well when you try to use it as an argument to combat people who have the understanding that we are free. This is not a good idea to use that, because there are way more instances that prove to the contrary. We are not bound by phantom chains. We're not bound by people who believe themselves to be superior to us based on their skin color. We're not bound by any of that. Right? We're not. So there's also another video that I'm going to make after the woke video. Oh no. This is mainly for the black K-pop community. Yeah, because, black people believe that this country was, like, built on slavery, and it wasn't. It wasn't, and I have historical evidence to prove that it was not. It was not. It was 120 years difference from when the first settlers came to Jamestown, 127 years before any blacks arrived in the New World. 120 years. To say that this country was built upon the backs of slaves is to imply that for 127 years before slavery, white people did nothing until the 19 slaves came. The first 19 slaves, which weren't even considered slaves at that time. They were called indentured servants, which means that they had 7 years to work, and then after the 7 years they worked for the white people, they were free, guaranteed, and that they could buy land, put a house on the land, and then grow and sell crops and, I think it was like tobacco and things like that. So to say that for 127 years, but those first settlers were absolute morons. Well, they weren't total morons, though. They weren't total morons. They weren't total morons. I mean, they can build houses and grow tobacco, and they knew that tobacco was the most popular, most money-making crop to grow or whatever, and they made money that way. They're not that much of morons, I don't think. Perhaps we should, Lauren. Perhaps we should get together and chat. Because I was doing extensive research on all of this stuff. I think what got me doing it was that Proud Family thing. The slaves built this country. Slaves built this country. Slaves built this country. Slaves. I hated it. It was a mischaracterization of what happened to blacks, and I hated it. I hated it. We helped with the agriculture. It's about all we did. We didn't build schools. There was a lot of infrastructure that we did not have a hand in building. You're right about the discrepancy in years between settlers and slavery, though. I thank you. Okay. Yeah. See, at least those first 19 indentured servants were given freedom after 7 years. And funny enough, the ones that only a few of them chose to have that freedom. A lot of them actually stayed in servitude to the white settlers because they were treated well. They weren't beaten. They weren't. All that stuff came after that time period of, I think, 1806 and whatever. After that time period, they started in implementing the slavery part of it. Property, right? Ownership. Then that's when that stuff happened. But it didn't happen as early as when it first when the settlers arrived to Virginia, what is now known as Virginia. Jamestown, they weren't slaves. They were indentured servants, and that's why I think that it's important to look at the beginning of how everything started, because it gives clarity and all that other stuff. Which is weird because I'm a special education student. At least I'm a former special education student. My mom hates it when I say that I'm slow. But I've always viewed myself as that because I have a learning disability. But I've always had a fascination with history when I was in school. Just wasn't good at it, that's all. But I did get better and better at it later on. So this whole wokeism ideology of how slaves are the one this country was built on the backs of, my sister and I have disagreements on this too. My own sister has we have different views on what happened, and or why blacks, because she believes that slaves built the country, and I don't. In fact, after slavery was abolished or whatever, a lot of people don't know this, but when the segregation stuff happened, Martin Luther King advocated not only for equality, but he also advocated for equal equity, which black-owned businesses were actually doing well, especially even in Harlem. I think it was Harlem was one of the most beautiful areas. Harlem, back in those days, in the days of segregation, believe it or not, Harlem was beautiful. Sophisticated black people wearing, nice outfits, nice clothing, black owned businesses left and right. Martin Luther King actually kind of messed that up for them by advocating for equality of equity, which did not happen. What happened was because the reason why black owned businesses were doing well was because they weren't beholden to the government helping them. We were actually doing better than a lot of white businesses. But when Martin Luther King did that and the government stepped in, black businesses went to crap. So now, yeah, that's why Harlem doesn't look as good as it used to. Which is sad. And that's one of the good parts of segregation back in the day. That was one of the good aspects. The bad aspect is that we're segregated, right? The whole idea of segregation, when we should be united and together, blacks and whites helping each other. That should have been the main focus, which I get that equality of equity is a good thing too, but it's actually not possible. If you were to take away wipe everybody's well, I don't wipe everybody's mind, but if you were to take everybody's money away, rich people, poor people, have everyone start at zero, the same people that got rich before will get rich again. Guaranteed. Equality of equity is not a thing. Like it can be, but I don't see it being that. I don't. You know how many years it would probably take for everybody to be equal? I mean, we don't have the same jobs. We don't have the same lifestyles. We can't afford certain things that other people can afford. I just don't see that happening. But yeah, I guess you could say in a way Martin Luther King kind of ruined black businesses, for lack of a better way of saying. And for saying that, I'm sure a lot of black people will probably condemn me for saying, "What? How dare you talk about Martin Luther King?" Not in a capitalist society, no, especially not one on the brink of collapse. I appreciate this being a capitalist society, though. I will say that. Goods and services, capitalism. I'm glad that we are a capitalist society. But equality of equity, even for a capitalist society, because not everybody is in goods and services. Not everybody is, in business. Not everybody, not every person in the United States are businessmen and women. There are the consumers, and then there are the people that make the, products. Some can be both, but not everyone in this country is both. And then, of course, it depends on the market. Is what you're selling profitable, marketable in this particular climate? Right? Is there a market for lawn care? Absolutely. Lawn care? The only problem is that you have a lot of competitors. I'm just using lawn care for an example. Lawn care will always be profitable, but you have to compete with a lot of other people. There's a house next door to you that always gets their lawn care from this one person, and then you try to come in behind them and try to like advertise your lawn care, you have to prove to them that your lawn care services are better and that your rates are not that high, or something. You have to give them something that the other company is not giving them. That's hard to do. It's hard to do. So it's a lot of you know, it's a lot of work. I brought up lawn care because my dad wants to go in lawn care, or at least he wanted to. I think he's changed his mind. Although I think he probably would have been brilliant at it. Uh, uh, I was reading comments from here at first, but then this ring light is like so bright. It's so bright. I can't. I can't. It's definitely profitable for the guy who cannot read to save my life. It's definitely profitable for the guy who does mine. He does our whole our blood. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, lawn care is profitable. Just gotta, you just gotta know when, you know, what to provide, what to give. Who is your company giving something that the other companies aren't? And then some. For some people, it's like what's convenient. What's convenient for them. So it's not. It's not always. It's not always like what I can give you that the other company can't. It's like what's convenient for you, and if it's convenient for you, yeah. There's a lot of things that involve it. A lot of things that involve it, but lawn care is profitable. There's a lot of other things that are profitable too, but like there's certain products that, you know, there's not really much of a market for. So you just have to, and then maybe there is a market for it, but not for that season, right? So it might just be a seasonal item that you can only make a certain amount of money off of in that specific season. Things like that. Oh, duh, I'm supposed to go back. I said I would do this. I know he's not here anymore, but I do want to put this link. Now, for those of you who already subscribed to his channel, you don't have to worry about this. But for those who are coming in, who are watching this live stream later on in the day, here's the link to Chojimi's channel. Oh, I probably should have put Chojimi. Probably should have put Chojimi. Chojimi. Well, how about this? Remove, and then let's say okay. Some people may not know Chojimi. Channel. All right. For those that have not, there we go. Bam. All right, there we go. There you go, my friend Chojimi. There you go. So, yeah, I deleted it and re-uploaded it because I wanted to edit it and put Chojimi's channel on there because some people might not know. Yeah, some people might not know who's the people who are watching this live stream later on, they might not know what the link's for, who's it about, blah blah blah. So I'm trying to be better at giving links with context. I don't want people to click on a random link and they're like, oh no. I want people to know, yeah, that it was my doing. That was my doing. Did it on purpose. All right. Oh man, yes. So I guess we should talk a little bit about that, Lauren, because there's a lot of stuff that I've thought about. Because I'm trying to come to grips and try to understand my people. I'm trying to understand why there are people within the black community that feel so downtrodden, and why they're applying it to us who are free now. We're free. I'm free. I'm free. I guess I can only speak for myself. I'm free. My dad's free. My mom's free. My sister's free. My two other brothers are free. My black friends down south are free, for the most part. We're free. I don't. All of them own houses. Well, not all of them, but some of them are in apartments. Some of them probably own houses too, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't understand it. The whole mindset of we're oppressed and we demand reparations for something we didn't experience. I don't. That whole reparation thing, they can go to hell with that one. I don't mind saying that. That can go straight to hell. We don't need no freaking handouts. It's isn't it weird when black people say, "Oh, this is such a racist country, such a racist America, so racist." But then you want a handout. Oh, I don't want a handout from these white people. I don't want a handout because the whole government's run by white people apparently. Never mind the few black senators and congressmen that we have in Congress. Let's just forget about them. I think we got a few Asians in there too, right? Let's not forget about them. This country's run by white people, right? Just white people. We don't want handouts, but we'll take a handout when it benefits us. Affirmative action? Yeah, I like affirmative action. Yeah, but isn't that a race-based quota? Well, should cut back on. Sorry about that. That was my mom. That was mom. Sorry. She called. She's at lunch. But she called. So but yeah, that's yes. Mama Moonlight calls take presidents. They do. Actually, let's see. I don't know if I can or not. Things acts weird sometimes. Yeah, I suppose. No, I think she just wanted to call because I don't know. She just wanted to call for whatever reason. That's mom for you. She's the best co-host. Best co-host ever. And I'm not just saying that because she's the only co-host. Well, technically she's not the only co-host. Um my main co-hosts are her and Moonlight Community. But I feel it does feel more lonely when she's not here. This feels more lonely because I don't have like the co-host. Moonlight Community co-hosting comes after the fact. Like when once I upload it, then the co-hosting comes. But it's still fun. It's a shame because I've seen a lot of YouTubers lately. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but a lot of YouTubers are like quitting YouTube. Like burnout. Stuff like that. It's kind of discouraging. I mean, I'm not quitting anytime soon. I'm just saying. When she gets one, when she gets one up on you with music, she did with the yes, she did. Because I had no idea what she was talking about. I had no idea. I didn't know that that song was already a song already, but I should have known because at the beginning of the song, I think it was Minho that said "too much classic," and I was like, "Classic? Is this like an old school song?" Like I thought he was talking about the vibe of the song, right? The sound. I didn't know that what he was saying was this is a classic song that we literally just took and you know redid basically. Which I thought was very impressive. That was really nice. See this just daggone iPad. Yeah, she did get a one up on me. She did get a one up on me, which I enjoyed. I enjoy when mom gets a one up on me on music. That's fun. Did Mama M get her shiny shirt yet? No, she didn't. No, she didn't. I don't think she did. No, no, she didn't get it. She didn't get her shiny shirt yet. They've done that before with other songs. Yes, they have. Juliet, like Juliet. They did that. They did that with they did it with so many other songs. K-pop. It's been like that in K-pop for a long time. I need to fix that. Yeah, she didn't get her shirt. She didn't get her shirt. I didn't know you sent the shirt. Oh, but you know what? I don't know when was that? When was that she sent the shirt? I don't know if we were here. I think we were here. So I didn't send it. Okay, okay. I need to. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha. Hey, see, this was a nice stream, and it's always a treat when uh, a fellow KTuber shows up, and like especially like Chojimi. I'm very happy that um that he showed up. That was really cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm thankful to Chojimi because there was a live stream where I was literally by myself and there was no one else in the chat. And it was literally the live stream I did after the colorism video that got so much hate. I got so much like not even constructive criticism. It was just like destructive criticism, basically bashing me and calling me a colorist supporter and all this other stuff. And I did a live stream and no one was there. And Chojimi showed up and kind of like encouraged me and gave me a little tips on what like because I said I'm gonna make a follow-up video to explain my position further, which I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. But yeah, he kind of helped me out, and I appreciate that. That moral support. That I needed that, so I appreciate him for that, because I was not happy. I took an entire week from YouTube because of that. I was not happy at all. I appreciate that. Um, this stupid iPad. I was gonna call mom again so that she could. Oh, actually, I'm so dumb. Can't I just? Can't I just do this? This I can do this, and then call her that way, and then that should fix it. I call her like that because I wanted her to say hi to everybody. Yeah, that's why. Y'all just give me a. See if I can catch her. Uh, I didn't get nothing. It is 799 though, right? But yeah, I like this stream. It's very chill. I like chill streams probably better than streams where I have a specific topic in mind. It's more fun. Oh wait, that's wrong. Move. Uh, 796, yeah. I did do that. Send again. And I don't think there's much else to talk about. So I think it's safe to just, you know, exit. So yeah, I'm gonna end the live now. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I think I was trying to do something and then it messed up again. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you for coming, everybody. I'll just give you guys one last shout out before I go. Poppy, thank you for coming. Chinese Nuna, thank you so much. Shima, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Lauren, thank you. I think this was your first time coming. Thank you. I appreciate you coming. And let's see. I think Chojimi, of course. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. I'll see you guys in another live stream or whatever. I gotta make sure I get my videos ready for next week as to what I'm gonna react to, and I'm gonna try to work a little bit more on the woke video as well next week. I needed to like take a break from that woke video stuff this week, and I did because it's so much I gotta do. But yes, yeah, have a good day. Night from. Thank you, Chinese Nuda. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta. Remember to like, comment, subscribe for more content. We're gonna get back on schedule again next week, and like I said, I'm gonna try to do a treasure reaction every week for the treasure fans because a lot of you guys are screaming treasure. I don't know if I'm gonna do a music video reaction or a live performance reaction or a guide to treasure. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet, but we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, yes, there will be a treasure video every week for you guys. Okay, so with that said, love y'all. See you in the next live stream, the next video, or whatever. Yeah. So with that, I will say goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. Maybe one day I'll sing for you all. I'm still a little shy about singing in front of the camera. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Love you, love you. Bye-bye. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. 3, 2, 1. I can't.